In 2024, healthcare inflation in India stands at 14%, the highest among Asian countries. Hospitalization expenses have risen by 11.35% in the past year, and shockingly, 62% of healthcare costs are paid out of pocket. Recently, Nitin Kamath, founder of Zerodha, remarked, "Many individuals are just one hospitalization away from bankruptcy." I hope this highlights why health insurance should be your top priority even before investments. Today, we are going to uncover how to choose the best health insurance company, what features to look for in a good health insurance plan, and common mistakes people make when choosing health insurance. So, the feast is ready, it's time to serve. When picking a health insurance company, there are 5 key factors to consider. First, claim settlement ratio. This shows how many claims a company settles out of every 100. The higher, the better. Look for a company with a ratio above 90%. Next, network hospitals. Make sure the insurer is tied up with top hospitals in your city and offers cashless treatment. Cashless means you don't have to pay upfront. The insurer handles it directly. Then, product portfolio. Different people have different needs. Some may want a basic plan, others may need a comprehensive coverage for specific conditions. Ensure the company offers plans suited to your requirements. Next, track record. Go for established companies with a good history of customer service and claim settlements. Finally, ease of process. The application and claim process should be smooth and hassle-free. Now let's break down the must-have features of a good health insurance plan that you should absolutely check before signing up. First, no copayment clause. Copayment clause means some insurance plans require you to pay a portion of hospital bills yourself. For example, if the bill is 1 lakh and your copayment clause is 10%, you will pay 10,000 and the insurer will cover the rest. If possible, go for a plan with no copayment. Next, no room rent limit. Imagine being hospitalized and realizing your insurance only covers a general ward, but you want a private room. Some plans have room rent limits, which can be frustrating. So look for a plan that has no room rent limit. Next, waiting period for pre-existing conditions. If you have a pre-existing condition like diabetes or hypertension, most insurers will have a waiting period before covering it, typically 2 to 4 years. The shorter the waiting period, the better it is, because you want your conditions to be covered as soon as possible. Next, pre and post hospitalization cover. Hospitalization expenses don't start or end at the hospital. There are costs like tests before admission and follow-ups after discharge. A good plan should cover these as well, ideally 30 to 60 days before and after hospitalization. Next, cashless facility. The last thing you don't want during a medical emergency is running around for cash or waiting for reimbursement. With the cashless facility, your insurer directly pays the hospital. So make sure this is available at the hospitals near you for a smoother experience. Next is coverage for alternative treatments. Many people today prefer treatments like Ayurveda, homeopathy, or Unani medicines. Some plans also cover these alternatives. So if you're someone who believes in these methods, check if your policy includes them as well. Next, no claim bonus. Here's a nice little perk. If you don't make any claims in a year, some insurers reward you with extra coverage for the next year without increasing your premium. For example, your 5 lakh coverage might become 6 lakh the following year just for staying healthy. Next, restoration benefit. Think of this as a recharge for your policy. Let's say your 10 lakh coverage gets used up in one big hospitalization. A restoration benefit automatically refills your coverage for the rest of the year. It's like having a backup, especially if multiple claims happens in a short span. Finally, value for money. Ultimately, balance is the key. You don't want to overpay for a feature you won't use, but you also don't want to skimp on essential coverage. Compare premiums and features among the policies to find a plan that fits your budget and lifestyle. Now let's talk about mistakes people often make while selecting health insurance. First, relying solely on employer-provided insurance. You might think your company's health insurance is enough, but it often has low coverage limits and vanishes the moment you switch job or retire. Always have a personal plan so that you are always protected. Next, focusing only on premiums. The cheapest policy might not cover critical aspects like room rent, pre and post hospitalization expenses, or even specific illnesses. Instead of going for the lowest premium, choose a policy with balanced features and coverage. Next, ignoring policy exclusions. Every policy has exclusions, things it doesn't cover. For example, certain treatments or procedures might be excluded. Always read the fine prints so you know exactly what you're paying for. Finally, delaying the purchase. Health insurance is cheaper when you're young and healthy. Waiting until you're older or when health issues arise will lead to higher premiums and in some cases rejection. So start early for maximum benefits. Finally, to wrap it up, health insurance isn't just a box to check. It's your financial shield against rising healthcare costs. Here's what we have learned. Start early while you're healthy to lock in affordable premiums. Look for essential features like no copayment, room rent flexibility, and pre and post hospitalization coverage. Avoid mistakes like relying solely on employer insurance or ignoring exclusions. So, a good health insurance plan is not an expense, it's an investment in your peace of mind and financial security. And that's all for this video. But wait, there's one more financial decision you should check before you start investing, and it could save your entire family from a major financial crisis. But most people overlook it. What's that? And that's the lead for my next video, so stay tuned. Until then, this is Sabarish signing off.